Hello mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. So the Flash action figure that is still mint in packaging is the world's greatest superheroes, the Flash. And this action figure, the loose one, is the 75 years of superpower Toys R Us exclusive, which was released in 2010. So as you could see, the difference is just the paint job. So this would just be a drabber red and brighter yellow, while this would be more a glossy red and golden yellow. But in terms of the build, the body, the head sculpt and everything, they are just the same figure. So let's do a quick 360 of this mint in package Flash action figure. So this action figure I bought in the Philippines Christmas of 2009, and I never took it out of packaging. I just wanted to enjoy the action figure as is, so just wanted to display it in my room with the nice card art and the mint packaging material with the Flash in a running pose. And this other action figure I bought the following year, sometime between June and July of 2010. So these two action figures just came through the mail this afternoon. So they traveled a long way from home to the United States. So from the Philippines to the United States, these guys really made it. So we're just so happy to have them on board. Let's do a quick 360 of these 2010 action figures, the 75 years of superpower Flash action figure by Mattel. So this Flash action figure, I left it at home, displayed near a window. Actually, a bunch of them were displayed near a window, but specifically this figure was nearest the window. So we have quite a good amount of discoloration on the boots and on the wings or the fins on the head sculpt. But majority of the figure, the paint job is still in good condition. So let's take a look at the articulation points of this action figure compared to McFarlane produced ones. So for the head, so we have a close-up of the head and the badge on the chest, the lightning and the moon. So they are still in good shape. And let's start with articulation for the head. So for the head, we have left and right movement. So let's try head tilts. So looking up, not much. So looking down, not much. I guess that ball joint on the head is really nice and tight still. So as for the torso area, the body, let's do a abdomen crunch. So he could bend that much forward, that much, bend backward this much, and as you could see, it's a clean bend, not really much protrusion or bulging on any of the point. As for the waistline, we have a cut on the waistline for rotation of the waistline. And even if we rotate the waistline left and right, somehow we just have a little break in the design of the waistline, but not really something that is that's going to throw the anatomy of the figure in a really weird way. So for the arms is on also could rotate 360, could lift that much, We have a bicep cut for rotation. So the bicep cut is still good. Wow. A single point of articulation for the elbow, and that is a pinned elbow. And we still have the paint job for the gloved area, the edge area of the glove. So that's supposed to be the design. So we don't have any alternate hands for these action figures. They only come with what they have on packaging. So for example, with a flash action figure, we don't care for accessory gripping hands. So fists will do. So it's just going to be rotation on the fists. But what I like about these old action figures, I would just call them old but not retro, because I still feel that these are still modern action figures. What I like about them, even if this is just a single joint or a single bend for the elbow area, I still love how clean, and with regards to the anatomy, the structure of how the arms is designed, somehow is more human-like. And as for the length, this is what I really like about Mattel produced action figures. The length is just right. Unlike McFarlane action figures, sometimes it's a hit and miss. Sometimes the arms are just way too long because of the ball system on the hand area. But with this, we don't have any annoying ball protruding from the connection between the forearm and the hands. So as you could see, that is just a clean connection joint. So we don't have any ball. But okay, so let's proceed to the articulation on the legs. So unlike McFarlane action figures, wherein we don't have any thigh cut for rotation, the thigh cut would be over here, some kind below, almost near the knee. So the thigh cut allows still for rotation of the leg, and we could move the leg forwards this much, and because of the design, we could move the leg backwards that much. And as you could see, there is still a hinge joint, and you could move the legs sidewards that much. So as for the knee area, that's a single point of articulation for the knee. We don't have any boot cut for shin rotation. This shin is fixed. We don't have a rocker system. This is just a hinge to move the foot backwards and forwards, and we have threads for the sole of the boot. So the other thing that I also like about this action figure, when you put them on a stand, they really stand well and won't fall off easily, just like McFarlane action figures, wherein some of the McFarlane action figures would really be top heavy and really weak knees or small foot, so the proportions are just sometimes way off, so it throws the balance of the figure. But with the Mattel produced ones like this, somehow the anatomical structure, the body is okay. Of course, the articulation points not as good as the ones that are produced right now by not only by McFarlane but by other companies. But if you still pair this with other modern or released action figures that are produced right now, they still articulate very well. And when you take a look at that action figure, actually it is still really cool, even if we only have a paint job and not mold lines for the belt and the edge of the glove areas. And the sign on the chest is not molded. It is still okay. Actually, as you could take a look at the emblem on the chest, it is nice and neatly painted. Although I think that is because of transport when my sister packaged this, so I guess some of the paint from the right breast somehow rubbed over to this emblem on the chest. So, but something that could possibly be remedied later. But overall, these figures really stood the test of time standing on my shelf, and sometimes being exposed to the elements, especially the sun. And I'm really surprised that the joints have held well. They are still nice and stiff, and the joints on the foot are still okay. And as you could see, this figure still stands on its own, even if it is an old one. Okay, so presenting to you something that was produced a long time ago. Actually, not really long time ago, but sometime in the 2009 or 2010 time period. But is it still cool? For me, it is still cool. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next classic action figure review.